This is an interview with Paul Hornung, the great Paul Hornung.
You, of course, are in there, and Jimmy Taylor, and Bart Starr, Forrest Gregg, Henry Jordan, Dave Robinson, Willie Davis, Willie Wood, Herb Adderley, Ray Nitschke.
You know what? There's more of us in the Hall of Fame than any other team.
It's remarkable, but one guy, of course, who's not in the Hall of Fame is close and dear to both of us, but he is a senior finalist again this year for the first time in 20 years.
I know, and I made some calls for him,
Mr. Craig.
And I've been talking to these writers for years, saying, how can you guys not put in Jerry Kramer, for heaven's sakes? Forrest Gregg was a cinch. He was all pro 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know how many. And everybody knew Forrest was going to go in early. And I really thought Jerry would go in early. I really did. I thought after your dad did such a good job writing a book with him, that kind of helped him, I thought. And but over the years, he just gets left in the breeze. I don't understand it.
He's the only member of the NFL's 50th anniversary all-time team, the only member who is not in the Hall of Fame. He also, at that point in time, in the early 1970s, right after his career ended, was voted the greatest guard, I believe, ever in pro football. And he's not in the Hall of Fame. Well, why do you think there's been...
I don't. Maybe it's just that after a while, a lot of the writers feel like they're being forced to vote for somebody, and then it becomes a negative. And I hope it's not that way, but it looks as if it's similar to that. Jerry was so talented. He had speed. He was big, strong, and he was very, very important in our offensive scheme of things. And he played right next to, Forrest Gregg was on the other side.
Right next to Fuzzy.
He was in the right tackle, and Jerry was the left guard.
Yeah, Jerry was the right guard, and we had Fuzzy at left guard. And Bob Skoronski at right tackle, and Bowman, and Ringo at center. So many great players. When you were speaking with Paul Hornung, and Paul, there is a Paul Hornung Award that's given out every year. I'm one of the voters, and it's to honor a player who demonstrates great versatility at the highest level of college football in the way that you did as a two-way player, and doing so many different things. What does the award signify for you?
Well, it just gives me an opportunity, when we started this, to give something back to this great city. I love my hometown, Louisville, and we enjoy it this time of year. Of course, they just ran the Bluegrass about 15 minutes ago. And you watch a horse called Brody's Cause when he runs in the Derby. He's probably going to be the horse I'm going to play.
I should start laying down some money now.
Certainly. You got a lot of it.
Yeah.
You haven't spent any. If you don't spend money,
you don't make it. Paul, these days, are you a Packers fan still?
Oh, absolutely. I go back to most of the games. We go up and sign pictures and autographs and for the fans up there. And I usually go back every week. I was going to go back to the next game, but I guess I'm going to have to wait to the Detroit games. Baltimore was already over, and they lost that game. So they're in a tough position right now to get to the playoffs. They got on the 3rd of December, they play Tennessee, I think. And so they got a couple more games to go, and they've got to win these games to get to the playoffs. So they got a tough look ahead of them.
Coming up on the Sporting Lot.